Hi, it's Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we're gonna have a book on tape to play for you. Today book is The Smallest Stegosaurus for 1993. So let's get started.
The name of this book is The Smallest Stegosaurus. It was written by Lynn Sweat and Lewis Phillips and illustrated by Lynn Sweat. You can follow along in your book. Just turn the page whenever you hear this sound. Now, let's begin. Dawn. It was the dawn of a new day, 150 million years ago. There were no butterflies or flowers. There were no cats or dogs. There were no people then. But the sun rose red and warm over a large swamp, and the air hummed with dragonflies and spiders. In this swamp, as the sun began to warm the air, a family, a stegosaurus family, awoke. The mother and father stegosaurus were nearly 20 feet long. Unfortunately, the smallest stegosaurus was only a few feet long. He had not yet grown armor. He felt quite helpless in the big world. He wanted to be big and strong. He wanted to protect his parents from their enemies, the dreadful Allosaurus and the terrifying Ceratosaurus. No matter which way the smallest stegosaurus turned, the world looked very large. Very large indeed. Down by the ocean, he watched strange fish. He wished he could swim like them. If he could swim, he would feel safe underwater. The smallest stegosaurus looked into the water and saw the shadows of huge pterodactyls flying overhead. The smallest stegosaurus suddenly became very frightened. He ran toward the shade of a giant fern. Because he was so tiny, he was able to hide easily. He certainly didn't want to be picked up in the sharp claws of the pterodactyls and carried high over the smoking volcanoes. The smallest stegosaurus was having his lunch of leaves and twigs. He looked up just in time to see a great foot coming toward him. The foot belonged to an Allosaurus. The giant foot nearly flattened the little stegosaurus into the ground. The stegosaurus rolled away just in time. The smallest stegosaurus ran deeper into the forest to look for his parents. He found them guarding a large egg, which they had buried in the sand. When the smallest stegosaurus told his father and mother about his adventure with the Allosaurus, they brought him into the comfort and safety of the large nest. They taught him how to guard the egg so that no ornitholestes would steal it. Ornitholestes were dinosaurs that were so fast they could catch flying birds. Their name, in fact, means bird robber. But they also liked to eat the eggs of other dinosaurs. The smallest stegosaurus kept a sharp lookout for these robbers. He saw one by the lake. His parents did not see it. The smallest stegosaurus cried out a warning so his parents would be ready to tear the thief apart with their sharp tail spikes. The ornitholestes ran into the swamp. The smallest stegosaurus felt very proud that he was able to help his parents. And then, one day, the egg hatched. The shell cracked open, and out came a brand new stegosaurus. A tiny stegosaurus. The stegosaurus now had a baby sister who was much smaller than he was. And best of all, there was a whole new world to show her. A world of smoking volcanoes, giant ferns, inland seas, gigantic trees, stars, oceans, all this to share with her. The no longer smallest stegosaurus suddenly felt very big indeed. And all this happened in a time before there were butterflies or flowers, before there were cats and dogs, before there were people, when there were dinosaurs.
So that was the smallest stegosaurus for 1993. To be like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy dinner. Next book will be 100 Hungry Ants.